In a time before time was even acknowledged, monsters ruled the earth. Giants, titans, kings, queens, gods, if you will. But one ruled over them all. I'm sure you know him well, don't you? You think you do. The year was 1954. Tokyo's defense was an electric barricade along the shores to keep him out. It didn't work. Nothing worked. Men, women, children, anything that stood in his way was obliterated. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, don't you? Godzilla. Or to the locals, Gojira. A dinosaur. A monster mutated by man's atomic weapons, only to come ashore and wreak havoc. Show man who really ruled the earth. That is until a scientist named Daisuke Serizawa was employed to help in the defeat of this monster. Though no official records exist, people who were at the site recounted him carrying a canister, something he called the ultimate weapon, the quote-unquote oxygen destroyer. Unfortunately, any attempt to make the weapon again is futile, as Serizawa destroyed any evidence that it ever existed, including himself when he killed Godzilla. However, the story does not end there. After the defeat of Godzilla, more monsters emerged in the Pacific Islands. Serizawa's nephew, Ishiro, studied these creatures along with his mentor, Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, and an unnamed partner who is presumed dead. Together they studied these monsters as well as others that appeared in a time of dormancy for these creatures. For a time there was peace, as these monsters were relegated to the islands, and the ones who took over during the dormancy had long been extinct. However, before he died, Van Helsing gave over an egg, which turned out to be a second and the last Godzilla. The unnamed partner decided to use radiation to make this Godzilla an ally. At least, that's a working theory. Something happened. Something terrible. Nearly 60 years later, out in the Pacific Ocean, a crash, an explosion, a silence, then a roar erupted. Ishiro Serizawa, nephew of Daisuke Serizawa, stared out into the ocean. The monster that killed his uncle was back. The king of all monsters, Gojira, was reborn.